So I'm going to read to you an email I wrote on May 23rd, 2019 called Superhero Movie Sketch. There's a huge superhero movie obsession in Hollywood. Here's my idea for an Avengers-like parody. Remember, the movie is meant to be comedic and absurd, but it also makes legitimate points about society. It's not a complete goof like Austin Powers. To start the movie, the Donald Trump character can win the presidential election by going on sensational rants on Twitter. Sort of like what happened, but exaggerated so it's absurd. He'll call other politicians low-energy Jeb, Mama's boy Alex, can't beat me up Ronnie, childish nicknames. He'll bully his way into office. Matt Hardy will be a WWE professional wrestler in ordinary life, but a superhero in secret, similar to broken Matt Hardy from Impact Wrestling. He'll be rich, living at the Hardy compound like Batman. The same is true for Lady Gaga. She's a pop superstar, but on the sly she has superpowers. There can be other superheroes too, like the Avengers. Relying on them is the president's last resort, but he's aware of their power. Unbeknownst to the Avengers, there's a YouTube poster who's making sensational, attention-grabbing videos to go viral at the expense of facts and accuracy. His name is Andrew Sanders. He's a Robin Hood character, and the Sanders last name comes from Bernie Sanders, since he's an underdog socialist. His videos villainize capitalism, the rich, and famous. He talks about the poor like they're heroes. Andrew will start as a victim wronged by society. He'll gain followers through the internet, will have the cult of personality. He'll go on crazy dictator-like rants. Society will view him as a righteous, super good guy, since his posts speak to the lower and middle class. He exposes the flaws of capitalism. Andrew will become powerful. Then he'll turn into a Thanos-like supervillain. Mad with power, like a dictator of a horrible country. Around this time, he'll get an intense, Darth Vader-like theme that plays when he's on the screen. Star Wars. Andrew will convince the middle class to change the finances in America, making the wealthy poor and the poor wealthy. Swap roles. This will cause chaos. It's my Thanos snap. Everyone in society becomes scared of Andrew Sanders. He has a police squad that follows him everywhere. If you don't agree with Andrew Sanders, he takes your money away. The Robin Hood character that millions wanted to follow and believe in is corrupted when he gets powerful. The Donald Trump character, Matt Hardy and Lady Gaga are on the streets begging for change, while the dregs of society are now occupying their mansions, now rich. Areas that are normally known for being high-crime ghettos, East New York, South Side Chicago, have the lowest crime rate in their existence when they're occupied by the quote-unquote rich. But the rich slowly start to descend into criminals, while the poor are seemingly happy with their riches. But slowly the poor become corrupt. Andrew Sanders loves the chaos that follows the snap. CNN and MSNBC cover Andrew Sanders like he's a hero, a savior to society. Today, our magnificent leader, Andrew Sanders, took money away from more corrupt middle-class citizens. Thank God for the magnificent leader. While Fox News acts like he's the worst dictator to ever exist. Hope is gone. We need Donald Trump back in office. Only the Avengers can save us now. For some reason, Andrew Sanders can't control Fox News. Their bias is too powerful for the magnificent leader. A concerned government official asks Donald Trump, the Donald Trump president character, Mr. President, what should we do about Andrew Sanders? Donald Trump says there's only one thing we can do. The government official says, should we get the military? The Marines? And Donald Trump says, no. Andrew Sanders is too powerful for that. I hate to say it, but we need Matt Hardy and Lady Gaga. The government official, Mr. President, you can't be serious. Can they be trusted to restore capitalism? Donald Trump, it's our last resort. They're the only ones who can stop Andrew Sanders. Government official, but Mr. President, Donald Trump, it's them or no one, since they have superpowers. After losing the Hardy compound when the roles are swapped, Matt Hardy is in a deep depression. Donald Trump tries convincing him to reunite the Avengers with Lady Gaga, defeat Andrew Sanders, make the rich become rich again and the poor become poor, and restore capitalism. Matt Hardy is reluctant at first, but decides to reunite the Avengers with Lady Gaga because he has nothing to lose. There's a big superhero battle. At the end of the movie, Andrew Sanders is defeated by the Avengers. The rich and poor swap roles again. The Donald Trump character goes back to drinking his expensive Starbucks lattes. And the New York City 8th Avenue homeless man goes back to begging for change. Thank God, the world is saved. The play will project the unfairness of the world. The irony is the poor becomes mad with power when it's thrust upon them. And Dr. Garrett said on May 23rd, 2019, Andrew, your ideas for the superhero movie are amusing, but dare I say that rather than complete the comedic video about mental illness, which I think might be really watched by people and amount to something, you seem to be off in flights of fantasy. To live in the real world, you need to bring work ideas to closure and completion. If your next thought is that you don't know how to bring the comedic video about mental health to closure and production in the real world, that would be consistent with our general idea of how hard it is for you to live in the real world and how much easier it is for you to imagine producing a movie than actually producing a video. And I say to Dr. Garrett, I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of material I have for the comedic video about mental illness, I don't know where to begin. I guess start anywhere, just dive right in and start working. And I don't know how to end it either. I'm just making Seinfeld-like episodes. So I shifted my focus to the superhero movie. I'm having a lot of fun making that. Like you said, it's fantasy, but parody movies like Austin Powers are pretty popular. I'm imagining my screenplays are going to be turned into a movie, but that's a fantasy. For that to happen, more work is required. Right now, all of this is a rough sketch.